This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Mintz.
I don't think in days, months, or even weeks. I like to think in decades. I'm 42 years old, and I'm sitting second in line to the most powerful office in the world. You think I got here playing it safe? Hell no. I was ambitious, I was worried about my image, and I wanted to build a profile on stability and nobility. In the end, all it took was $1 billion trust to understand that the real power lay in the waiting game. That's what it took to succeed. I'll back up a little bit. It's 2014. I'm 32 years old, and I'm running for my first Senate seat. I grew up poor, as in dirt poor, so to be anywhere near the halls of power is a big fucking deal, even if I was just visiting. The party had faith in me somehow. I was a scholar student to an Ivy League college, and I had made good with the right crowd. So they wine me and dine me, or rather, I wined and dined them. Next thing I know, I graduate with honors, and I'm on my way to becoming a lawyer, the first in my family. First in my family to finish high school. And I'm the talk of town. But it's not enough. I needed more. I look to my idols, Kennedy and Reagan. I build myself up, my persona, as an amalgamation between the two schools of thought. I make it my ambition to pursue the highest of offices through noble means to protect those who have come after me, especially those who are in the same economic circumstances that my family was subject to. I campaign on this promise, but I become unstuck when the electorate makes itself known to me. They don't want inspiration. They want destruction and disruption. They want to tear down the place for a laugh, and they don't care who is there to pick up the pieces and fashion it accordingly. They allow the madman in the chamber for 4 years, and he's stifled at every which way, stunting the damage he could have inflicted, but still doing his best to run the place as only an ignoramus could. Then he announces he's running again. I should add that I'm in the Senate at this stage, and we had the party and my family were ever so proud, and I really am the talk of the town and will probably be so for the next 2 generations. But my values change. What am I doing here trying to uphold the values for a country that no longer cares? I take a lunch with this tech billionaire. You know who he is. He says to me, along with the junior prince, you know who he is too. You're into crypto, right? This was true. I bought into the crypto story through the blockchain promise. I thought it was world-changing technology. As a lawyer, to know that there is a ledger that proves everything before it, thereby making it next to impossible to fabricate a piece of information, was a no-brainer. To have this applied in a financial context through a currency like Bitcoin was not only genius, it was inevitable. I was on board from day one. That was the in. That these people used to appeal to my better judgment. The old man needs a running mate, they said. Just like that. You want it to be me? Just like that, the kid says. Why me? You're young. You're into crypto. I'm also a lawyer, and a lot of what your old man did last time he was in office rubbed me up the wrong way. Relax. The billionaire patted me on the shoulder, which was odd because I was sitting right in front of them in a dingy cafe on the outskirts of DC. He had to physically lean forward and make the pronouncement, and he did so in a way that just made him look odd. We're going to do it right this time, he tells me. I'll bankroll everything to make sure we get across the line. The old man has no intention of running anything. He just wants the occasional good word. Scratch that. He wants the consistent good word. Yeah, constant, the son agreed. What do you mean by good word? I ask. You know, you're the best president. How are you this good? We only had certain expectations and you surpassed them. Yada, yada, yada. That kind of thing. Why would I say those things? I ask. Because he will leave us alone if we play to his ego, the son tells me. And that's the point, the Richo agrees. That's when I got it. You had to sell out to get the keys, and once you had them, you could do anything you wanted. Invade a country, throw a tariff to blow up a trading partner, pick a fight with the weak. It didn't matter in a decade's time because the blame would fall squarely and fairly on the old man. So they sell me on the idea to be the wingman. I would assist in the ass-kissing and bite my tongue when the dubious agenda is pursued, and in return, they would give me $1 billion up front, in a trust for my troubles, and allow me to bide my time a decade or two to rebuild my reputation, campaign on my experience as the VP, and hopefully take the reins myself and steer the country to its truest potential. It was the perfect plan, and all it would cost me is my short-term reputation and my time. A decade or two. The only question that remained was I willing to wait that long? I signed my life away with a firm handshake and a warm embrace of my new friends and collaborators. I didn't mind being the face of a movement that everyone agreed had a firm use-by date that was fast approaching, because I knew that my day would come, and time had a way of reimagining the reputations of even the foulest of players. I know. You will point to me 10 examples in world history where the opposite is true. Well, equally, I can tell you of 10 or even 20 examples where the most egregious, disgusting of human beings inherited the keys to the kingdom and ran a steady ship of prosperity, thereby cementing their reputations as trailblazers for peace, justice, and good governance. If I said their names, you would probably disagree with me due to their solid reputations. That's what I was aiming for. The old man? He's not the future. The movement is a glitch on the path to the future. Everyone knows that. Real change lies in wait, and I am in the box seat, a heartbeat away from inheritance. I don't mind playing the waiting game. I can always regrow my reputation. It's fluid. Don't believe me? Let's look at you. I'm digging into your archive. 10 years ago, 20. I'm isolating the most heinous thing you've ever done, which, granted, might not be that bad, but still, I know you're thinking about it right now and you're cringing. You're trying to think of another topic or shifting your focus away from it altogether. You may have only just glanced at it while sitting there reading my words. My point being, it's there. You are its author. You are capable of doing that, and you did, in fact, do that. Here you are, 2 decades on. Does it define you? I didn't think so.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimmins.substack.com.